It's my birthday. I am 34 years today. I remember just, turning 30 and leaving the 20s, and now I'm approaching mid 30s. Like, what is actually happening and what is going on? Please, I'm still a baby. I'm still a baby girl. In all seriousness, yeah, 34 today. I am thankful. I am grateful for another year added to my life. We give all thanks and praise to God. In celebration of turning 34, I'm actually going to jump on this trend that has been going around on TikTok. I've been seeing, and I think I've seen some on YouTube as well, where they talk about how many things they've learned in correlation to their age. So 30 things I've learned in 30 years, or 32 things I've learned in 32 years. For me, 34 things I have learned in 34 years on this earth. And while I do that, I'm going to be getting myself glammed up for my birthday, of course. I'm going to do hair today. We're going to store this wig from UNicehair, and then obviously, we're going to do some quick makeup as well. We're going to just talk about some stuff. 34 things I've learned in 34 years. Let's get into it. Just a kind of disclaimer that these are the things that I have learned. Just wanted to put that out there quickly. 34 things I've learned in 34 years. Let's go. Number one, you can't please everyone. I'm very much a people pleaser. I like to make sure everyone's happy. I've learned over the years, like, you can't please everybody, and that's just a fact. Number two, as I've gotten older, I've realized that, yeah, going to the gym or being as active as you can is really important, because I'm not gonna lie, like, as I've gotten into my 30s, things are just not functioning how they used to function. The energy, the joints, like, it's like aches and pains. I shouldn't be owing and ouching just because I'm trying to get out of bed in the morning. I'm exaggerating a little, it's not that bad, but you know what I mean. Like, you can literally go through your whole 20s not even looking at the gym, not one time. When I say gym, like, it's not just gym, but like general, like, kind of like exercise, working out, whatever that might be to you. It could just be going for walks or whatever. Now that I'm in my 30s, it needs to kind of be a priority. Health is wealth. So number three, I learned to kind of accept and love. Love is probably a strong word, but let's say accept my fupa. I think that was one of probably the biggest, like, shocks after having a child. I'm very petite. I've always been really slim, on the slim side. I first had my son, struggled to um I struggled to accept it. But now, listen, I'm telling you, I don't actually, like, I won't say I don't care. Like, of course I still have my moments, but what I will say is that I'm not caring as much. I had a child, I birthed a baby, and this is just part of the journey. This is part of it. Is it going to be there forever? Is it ever going to go? Maybe, maybe not. But Bupa is there, and it's okay. We're going to just learn to live with it. Before, skincare is super duper important. Of a makeup person, like, skincare is more secondary for me. I'm not on the level of some people where they've got like thousands of like creams and serums and all of those things. But now that I'm getting older, I kind of get it, because you really just want to keep your skin looking as youthful as possible. Look, black don't crack, but we still need to, you know, yeah, take care of our skin. Just did my brows off camera, so we're gonna move on. Number six, gratitude is a choice. Not gonna lie, and I'm sure we're all guilty of this. Like, we have moments where we don't feel like being grateful. We're angry, we're mad at our situation, and you know what, we want to complain about it once in a while. Everyone has those moments. It's very, very normal. I've learned that, yeah, gratitude is a choice. Like, you can choose to be grateful and to be thankful for what you do have, um instead of focusing on what you don't have. You can wake up and decide to have a good attitude and put on a good attitude, or you can decide that, you want to be mad at the world. It's a choice. Like, we all have a choice. It depends on what you want to be. Seven is motherhood is not for the weak. I'm gonna say that again. Motherhood. I was like, let me say that again. Motherhood is not for the weak, y'all. It's not for the weak. Oh my god. Oh my god. God bless mothers. Mother's Day was actually not that long ago. It's a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2, 3 weeks ago. Honestly, mothers, women, we are strong. Thank God for women. Let's just put it like that. Number 8, having faith all the time is literally not easy at all. I'm at a point where I'm trying to get stronger in my faith. It's a journey. Like, if you know, you know. Sometimes it's just a struggle to have faith. Sometimes you'll have anxiety, and you have fear, and you have worries, but thank God that God is faithful always. I always rest in that. So yeah, thank God for God and his faithfulness. UNicehair sent me this really cute headband, by the way, like super cute. I love using this. Number 9, similar to what I'd already mentioned earlier about motherhood, that is that marriage is not for the weak either. This one I'm not even going to expand on because we can be here all day. Number 10 is social media jealousy is real. Social media jealousy, envy, comparison, whatever you want to call it, it's very normal. It's just not letting it consume you. 11, healing from past traumas or past relationship traumas, childhood traumas, whatever that might be, very important. Therapy, whatever that might be, let's try and heal. 12, investing in therapy. Now, this is something I've learned, but I specifically haven't done. I do want to invest in therapy. Number 13, it's good to try new things and to travel. Again, I would say that this is something that I haven't really specifically done enough of, like, and it's something that I really want to do. Try new things, try new experiences. 14, I've learned that the weather really plays an important part in my mental health. I know for me, once I open the curtains and there's sun, it makes me want to go out, makes me want to, you know, do something that day, makes me want to achieve my goals. But come on, what you see when it's raining, people who live in the UK, you just get what I'm trying to say in it. You know what I'm trying to say. Just my hair's just doing the most right now. Okay, yeah, that's better. So another thing I've learned in my years on this earth is that you need to nurture your friendships as much as well, as you nurture your relationship. So when you have a partner, married, relationship, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, obviously we put our effort into those relationships because we want it to last, we want it to thrive and whatnot, which is amazing. But I've learned over the years that we need to also do the same for our friendships, most especially when there is a shift in circumstances and in lifestyle. So for example, I mean, you get married, you have a child, it could even be a job, like you've got a new job, so you're 100% busier more than you were before. Whatever it might be, you have to be conscious of friendship. That effort needs to still be made, but the understanding needs to be had as well, so that we can have an understanding of each other. Sometimes life comes at you fast, and before you know it, you're drifting apart from your friends, and it happens. But yeah, like I think nurturing your friendships as much as we nurture our relationship is just as important. 16, date yourself. Something that I've learned and I wish that I did more of, before starting a family, and that is, dating myself and really trying to know and figure out who I am. Take yourself out, live that soft life, really get to know yourself, what you want, really just get to know yourself and know who you are. Number 17, kind of like on the back of that, is having your own money, savings, whatever, as well, before you get into marriage. Very important. Know what you want, get your money up, get your savings up, kind of get yourself in that kind of position, before you get into starting family. Like I'm sure you guys know what I mean. Number 18, going to university for me personally, I feel like was a waste of time. And I've actually heard a lot of people talk about this. I think it depends on what you're studying and what you're doing in university. University is not for everyone, and if I could go back, I wouldn't have gone to university personally myself. I'm keeping the eye really, really simple. I'm just going to do like a really quick brown smoky. Number 19, I've learned that my relationship with Christ is the most, I mean, the most important thing. It really is the most important thing. And I'm gonna be honest, like I have really struggled with my faith over the years. It's a journey. Like if you're a Christian, it's a journey. It's like, 1 minute you feel like you're strong in your faith and your relationship with Christ is strong, and then something kind of shakes you and you're just like, whoa, Jesus, God, where you at? It makes you question, it makes you wonder. He wants us to live a good life, he wants us to have good things, but our relationship with him has to be the most important thing to us. Number 20, once you get closer and your relationship is getting, stronger, you're getting closer to Christ, you made that decision to just put away the nonsense and really focus on God, the devil will work overtime. He sees that, this one is getting serious with God, really solidifying your relationship with him and really trying to stay in the faith and stay focused and do the right thing. The devil will say no, the devil will work overtime. So yeah, just be watchful and be prayerful, because he doesn't want that. 21, I can't stand drama, confrontation. I haven't got time for it. I don't want it. I don't care for it. Don't bring it around me. Don't bring it near me. No, no, no. Just got time for drama. Like, sometimes when I log onto social media and I see some things there, I'm just like, so you people actually have time like this? You people have not even just even time, but energy. I don't have energy for it. No, no, no. 22, it's not everything that you need to share on social media. Nothing wrong with sharing your life. Some creators, that's literally what their content is about. They share their inside their home, about their relationships, their children, all of that. Like, and that's absolutely fine. And I think, a lot of people do sometimes appreciate that kind of content, because, sometimes you can see like really, relatable content, and it can be really like nice to see. And like I said, this is for me, my opinion and what I think. But yeah, I personally try not to overshare. Number 23, social media is the absolute ghetto. I think social media can be amazing for so many things, like, again, creating content, finding relatable content, sharing information, like the amount of things that I have learned from like YouTube, going on YouTube, TikTok, especially TikTok, like you can like literally like pick up so much skills and things from that place. It's actually insane. But at the same time, social media is a ghetto. Previous point about not sharing so much, because people always have something to say. And what amazes me to this day on social media is how people can be so blunt and rude. Like, honestly, you have to have thick skin for this social media thing. I love social media. It could be a fun outlet, you know it is the absolute ghetto. I use the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush filter setting spray. So while that's setting, let's get into number 24, and that is taking accountability. Sometimes it's not the person, it's not the other person, sometimes it's you. Okay, sometimes it's you, sometimes it's me. Maturing is understanding that, like, honestly, that just understand that, okay, that was my bad, I'm sorry. And then saying sorry as well, like, it's not going to kill you. It's going to be relationships, it's going to be friendships, it's going to be between siblings, between even parent and child. Like, taking accountability is super duper important, and it really helps in terms of like the growth, your personal growth and the growth of the relationship. That's definitely one of the things that I've learned. Number 25, hurt people hurt people. I think that's one of the biggest things that I've learned. A lot of the times when people do things to you, it's usually because they've got something going on within themselves, and it's not an excuse to go around doing things to people because you're hurt. But most of the time it is like because something is going on within themselves, whatever, something could be going on at home, relationship, whatever. It hurt people tend to hurt people. Once you're hurt, once you're going through stuff yourself, sometimes you can lash out at others, and try to keep it in mind before reacting. We're all human, so sometimes I don't keep that in mind and I'm going to react. But yeah, may God help us. For 26, Christianity is not religion, but it's a lifestyle. It's not really by our works, like it's honestly a lifestyle. It's about everything. It's in how you carry yourself, what you say, what you do, your aura, your attitude. Everything should just about you should just be showing Christ. I'm really trying to get to that point. I am by no means there. Okay, we're a work in progress, but we're getting there by the grace of God, because honey, the flesh be fleshing. Okay, the flesh be fleshing. If you know, you know. Okay, so we are kind of pretty much done with the makeup. To start styling my hair all laid up. When it comes to hair, honestly, it's not really my favorite thing to do, but obviously when it all comes together, it's like, of course, it's amazing. But like, I don't really enjoy like the hair part, but yeah, I do like this color. It's definitely not my everyday color, but I feel like it kind of suits me. Yeah, yeah, I like it. It is a body wave texture hair. It's not really body waving right now, but we're gonna put some curls in it and put some life in it, and yeah, I'm gonna use my wax stick so we can get the hair nice and flat. Wax stick is one of like the best things that they actually invented for this like wig life. Just going with my hot comb. The amount of times I've burnt myself with this hot comb here. God have mercy. Thing is hot. When I'm holding my breath. Okay, so I did some half of my hair off camera. So you can see the difference once the curls are, you know, in. So I'm gonna curl the other side while we do the rest of my 34 things I've learned in 34 years. So 27, being self-aware. Being self-aware is key. Like just be self-aware. Yeah, just I don't know if really had to kind of go further into that one, but I think if you know, you know. Realize I made this mistake on my list and put doubled on something. So my number 28, I put gratitude is a choice, which I actually already had said earlier. So we're just gonna skip by that one. 29, rest. I just put rest. And I mean in every sense of the word. Physical rest, mental rest, sometimes just rest, give it a rest. This is something I have to tell myself all the time because I'm somebody who gets quite anxious. I overthink. Rest your body, rest your mind, rest your brain, rest your legs, rest, just rest in the name of Jesus. Just rest. Number 30, we're almost there, guys. Being careful what I'm consuming, whether that is social media, music, media in general. Mainly, let's be honest, it's social media because everything is on that. I don't know if you guys know what I mean, especially on like platforms like Instagram and TikTok, where obviously it's just scroll, scroll, scroll. You know, you might not really get that on YouTube, but yeah, Instagram, TikTok especially is notorious for that, to just scroll, 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 and you're just taking in so much. I think it's, you know, putting a limit to what you're taking in, because sometimes it can be too much. We need to watch what we're taking in into our minds, into our hearts, because it can be quite dangerous. 31, your interest can change, and that's okay. Oh, that was hot. That landed right on my face, and that was hot. Can we get into these curls quickly? Can we get into these curls? Like, yes. That's the thing, that once it's done, you're just like, ah, okay. I'm gonna brush these. I'm not gonna keep the curls like this, of course, but I'm just like, yes. Like, there was a shift from my content from gele to then straight up, you know, just makeup, beauty content. After a while, I try to keep up with the new trends and just keep up with, you know, what was going on, and I just found it so difficult, and honestly I just lost the passion and interest for it. But yes, interest changed, and that's okay. So yeah, wide tooth comb, and I'm just gonna kind of start brushing up the curls gently. Check on your friends and your family members regularly. Even if you think that they are okay, they may not be okay. Sometimes you find that the ones who are actually more like bubbly, they always seem like they've got it together, they're always okay. Sometimes they're the ones that are struggling the most. And unfortunately, we've seen too many cases of this, like in the news. Because someone's posting their stories doesn't mean that everything is all well and good. Because honestly, yeah, things are happening out there, so we need to check on each other and really be each other's keeper. So this is the finished hair now that I've styled it, and yeah, I put on my outfit, ready to slay and this 34th birthday. Loving this unit from UNicehair now that it's all been styled and it's all been, you know, transformed. Definitely loving it. But I'll put in all the information and links to the hair in the description bar, of course. In terms of the makeup, just one last thing to do, which is add gloss. Number 33, again, going back, relating to Christianity, relating to faith, and that is the fact that nothing can truly fill the void. That void that we feel sometimes, the emptiness that we feel sometimes, even when you feel like you have it all, you've got the partner, you've got the kids, you've got the money, you've got the job, whatever, nothing can truly fill in that void but Christ. You know when like you hear this news about like rich people, like people who are like literally like billionaires, like super duper rich, and they commit suicide or something happens, and you just wonder like, but hold on a minute, you have it all, you have the cars, the house, the everything. What will make you do something like that? Because at the end of the day, there is still more. After you the possessions, there is something beyond all of that, and that is Christ. That is just a huge thing that I've learned. Like literally, like no man is gonna make you happy. Marriage is beautiful, but no man's gonna make you happy. No woman is gonna make you completely happy. That point that I actually doubled up on, that is actually what I could replace that with, which is no one can make you happy. Like you need to do that for yourself, like make yourself happy. Having kids is not gonna bring you like it's gonna bring you joy, yes, but it's not gonna bring you eternal happiness. And neither is like getting married or having that dream job. It will bring you, yes, happiness in the moment, but eventually everything gets tiring. The fact that you prayed, fasted, as in you went on the mountain for that job, and then 6 months later you're like complaining about this very job that you told God that if he should give you this job, then you will never complain again. But here you are 6 months later complaining about the very job that you went on the mountain for 7 days for. Do you get? It just shows that there is just nothing that's going to bring that eternal happiness. There's just always going to feel like there's something missing, and it's Christ. So yeah, the gloss just gives you something, isn't it? Just gives you that extra glam. This is the final look, and we're at the final point. What I've learned very, very recently, probably in the last couple of months actually, is that I feel like I'm just not content with the content, that I'm doing. It's not fulfilling me, like it used to. I still love the process of glamming up and doing makeup and everything, but I'm feeling pulled to do different kind of content. I just feel like I want to talk about more kind of substance and just that kind of things. Like, yes, I love highlight and contour and blush and the latest foundation, and trust me, I'm still passionate about those things, and I think that's why I've struggled with my channel in the past like year, 2 years, and I guess that's just because I've been pulled in a different direction. That is it. 34 things I've learned in 34 years. I apologize if this video has kind of been all over the place, but trying to do your hair, install a wig, do makeup, and talk about 34 different topics in a video. Yeah, I realized that it was not easy. But yeah, happy birthday to me. Comment below if you can relate to any of the things that I've said, the things that I've learned. Like, is it same for you? Is there something else that you've learned? Like, yeah, let's talk in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in and for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Thank you guys. Bye.